What's going on, guys? Infante here with a brand new video. Today we're going to be going over the top custom Hearthstone cards of the week. If you have a card you'd like to submit, feel free to go to the description, check out that Discord link I got down there, join and go to the custom cards channel. There you can submit any custom card that you guys have made that would like to be featured, or just to show off and see some nice new cards. So my three categories when going over these custom cards are going to be design, artwork, and overall. Design is the design of the card, the effect, and etc. Does the card do what the artwork kind of looks like it implies it does? Does it fit in well with the class that it's intended for? Is the effect game breaking, etc.? The artwork, a subjective based view of the artwork. Does the artwork look really good? Does it fit well with Hearthstone, etc.? And overall, the overall, thoughts on the card. Is it good? Is it playable? Is it worth adding to your deck? Is it just garbage, etc.? So with that being said, let's get started with the first card. So first up we have Distraction, which is a rogue spell for 2 mana. It's a twin spell. It reads, equip your opponent with a 1/1 weapon. If it already has a weapon equipped, deal 3 damage to the enemy hero instead. So for this card, I'm going to rate the design 2 stars, artwork 4 stars, and overall 4 stars. The design could use work. I believe that spelling correctly is important, and having your text be concise is pretty important. So instead of it saying if it already has a weapon equipped, I think it should say if a weapon is already equipped or something like that. A little just easier to read and understand. I also think that being a twin spell, so potentially 4 weapon removals, and only giving your opponent a 1/1 weapon is also a little weak in my opinion. I think your opponent should be at least minimum getting a 2/1 weapon. That's just my personal opinion. Maybe you guys think differently. If you guys do disagree for any of my choices, let me know in the comments below. I do think that this card would be playable. Of course, you would always want a 2 mana weapon removal / combo starter. Dealing 3 damage to your opponent's face for 2 mana is always good too. You can kind of think of Sinister Strike doing something similar. And yeah, overall I think this card is good. I just think the design of the card could use a little better. The artwork fits in really well with the rogue and everything like that. I do enjoy that. So overall, good card. Up next we have Triggly Badaboom. He is a 5 mana 2/6 warrior legendary with the effect, at the end of your turn, shuffle a bomb into your opponent's deck. I'm going to give this card a 5 design, artwork 5, and overall 5. Yes, I think this card is actually a perfect card. I think this card is well statted for what it is. I think the effect is great for the mana cost. 5 mana 2/6, you can compare it to the 5 mana card that Warrior has, the 5/5 that shuffles 1 bomb on Battlecry. This is a lot worse offensively statted, but it has the potential that yes, on turn 1 it's going to shuffle that 1 bomb, but if it survives it's going to shuffle a second. If on the second turn it's up, you summon an augmented Elic or whatever, on the end of your turn you're going to shuffle 2 bombs into your opponent's deck. It's well statted. I think the effect is good. The design fits in really nicely. I like it a lot. I think this card would be definitely played in bomb if it can be. Maybe not in the aggressive variant, but definitely in a slower bomb variant. You're definitely going to be doing this card into your deck. I think this card is just really good. Really well designed. Good job. Up next we have the Loose, which is a 4 mana 3/5 mech hunter legendary, which reads, whenever you kill a minion with a spell, add a random hunter spell to your hand. So for the design, I'm going to give it 4 stars, artwork 4 stars, and overall 4 stars. So for me, this card screams mid-range spell hunter. This does not read mech, bomb face rush hunter. In that variant, however, it's a really strong, well-statted minion that when you use the spells in your hand, which are going to be fed into your Ziliax, you're getting more spells into your hand, which can be later on used by Ziliax as well. It's a well-statted. If in the control variant, you can play this on 4, maybe get your kill or whatever. Maybe later on in the game, Ziliax play this into Ziliax, and now you're healing for 6 twice potentially. So it adds that little potential play there into your deck as well. So I really like this card. It would definitely be played in Hunter if it was there. Really nice design card. I like it a lot. Up next we have Nausahal, Avatar of Order, which is a paladin legendary for 5 mana. It's 4 attack, 3 health, divine shield with rush with a death rattle that reads, go dormant, cast a spell on a minion to awaken this. Of course reminiscent of Lucent Bark. For me, the design is 3 stars, artwork is 4 stars, and the overall is 4 stars. So I think 4/3 is really strong for a recurring rush divine shield minion. but that's just me. You know, it is kind of hard to, you know, cast a spell on a minion because, you know, yeah, you are going to be using your staple ones, but you're still going out of the way to do that, and you're not really doing much, if that makes sense, in my opinion. So yeah, it is cool, but it's not like I think it should be a 4-1. I think a 4-1 would make Nalsahar really powerful. It's still doing, you know, coming back and swinging for 4, plus the 1 health means it dies faster, so you can resurrect it and do more damage with it. I think, you know, 4 is still, it's really fair. You're still gonna be doing 4 damage regardless. And yeah, I think this is going to be obviously played. You can probably splash in 2 or 3 of any spells into your paladin deck to make this useful. Plus a 5 mana deal 4 damage, and then you're going to be able to resurrect it later on in the game isn't a bad card. So I think this will be played. The next card we have here by Pessimistic Onion is the Faceless, a 9 mana neutral legendary which says start of game. If your deck contains no class cards, discover a new upgraded hero power. It's a 6/8. So right off the bat, start of game effects are really powerful. So, you know, you do have to have a pretty immediate downfall to make it work. So I see what he did here. However, for me, design is 2 stars, artwork is 4 stars, and overall is 1 star. So design, if you're having no class cards, that means you have no spell cards in your deck, right? So that means you're playing a bunch of neutral minions, which cool, if you can make that work, sure. But I think any spell card will be able to just beat your deck outright. And I also don't like how it says discover a new upgraded hero power. I think it should upgrade just the hero power of whatever class you decided to choose to make your cards under. And yeah, overall, I think this card will never be played, to be completely honest, because you're not playing spells. That's just my take. The next card we have is Kaboom, which is a warrior spell. That's 4 mana that says deal 3 damage, summon 2 1/1 boom bots. So the design is 3 stars. Artwork for me is 5 stars, and overall is 4 stars. I love the artwork. I think it would fit really well with the warrior archetype. The design being, for dealing 3 damage, I don't think is correct. I think it should be deal 3 damage to a minion, much like Flanking Strike, the warrior component, the counterpart, which summons a panther instead of the 2 1/1 boom bots. However, I think summoning 2 1/1 boom bots does fit into, you know, the bomb aspect of warrior. Dealing 3 damage to a minion would be great in that archetype, and maybe not so much in control. Maybe it would be using control, I don't know. I think it would. But yeah, overall a good card. I love the artwork, and yeah. The next card we're going to be looking at is Hungry Doggo, which is a 5 mana 3/2 hunter card, which reads Rush, Battle Cry, destroy your opponent's weapon, and gain its attack and durability. For me, the design is 1 star, the artwork is 2 stars, and overall is a 4-star card actually, so it's kind of contradictive. For me, the artwork just does not scream Hearthstone. I look at this, I don't think of Hearthstone at all. The design, for one, I think this card is obviously a beast, right? It should be a beast, so it definitely is missing that mark in my opinion. And secondly, I don't like the gain its attack and durability. How does a creature gain a weapon's durability, you know? So you would have to find a way to reward that to make it seem what you would like. I also think maybe it gaining durability is not the best. Maybe just attack is fine. But then at 2 health, maybe you want to modify that or something. I don't know. But I do think that overall you would play this card over, you know, playing any other weapon removal because it's a beast, and at worst it's a 5 mana deal 3 damage to a creature, right? That's not even that bad. So overall this card would be played, but I think it just needs a little fine tuning on the card to make it work a little better. Finally, the last card we're going to be reviewing today is Budding Whelp, which is a 0 mana 1/1 dragon. And for me, design 5 stars, artwork 5 stars, overall 5 stars. It's simple. This card needs to be here. This is not even a joke. For it being Year of the Dragon, I love, you know, the lore behind it, the context. The artwork is great. It's adorable. It's kind of like the penguin we had not too long ago. It does what Wisp does. Wisp right now is the only 0 mana card in the game. We need another alternative. Budding Whelp, great proposal by Truefly 2. I think this card needs to be added into the game as soon as possible. Now with that all out of the way, if you guys enjoyed today's video, hopefully you guys did, feel free to hit it with the like button. It lets me know that you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already for future Hearthstone content, or maybe some other thing, who knows, here and there. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one. Peace.